What is up, Facebook Fit fam? Welcome Tuesday morning, just 9 o'clock right here. I'm gonna get on here every day now. We're gonna be adding an additional hour to the 10 o'clock workout. We are going to go live with Coffee Talk. I started Coffee Talk many years ago, and I kind of like played with it back and forth sporadically, and I didn't really have the platform that I was looking for. So I'm gonna be here with you guys. Probably a replay. I think a lot of you have classes right now that you're doing. Robin, what is up? Good morning. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on here, guys, and we want to get right into it. Some of the things that we're going to be discussing today. What is up, Joel? Welcome. Good morning. Mindset reset, and the big part of what I do, the 7 pillars of power. I'm going to go through each and every one of those this week. I want to get you guys up to speed with what they are and what they will mean to you guys. One of the pillars, as I've said, is mindset. I want to really go into that a little bit deeper. They say that mindset is an accumulation of thoughts. Okay, so that accumulation of thoughts is really things that you have been almost pre-programmed with, and a lot of that comes from who you were born to. Your mother and your father and sisters and brothers and all the people around you kind of mold you and shape you. Those are kind of like fixed attitudes. They're attitudes, and they mold us. They mold us into who we are. And then as we get older, we kind of start chipping away at those fixed mindsets. And then we have these long-term mindsets, really what we discussed as a fixed mindset, or something that is a long-term, open growth mindset. A growth mindset is, I get the idea and concept of this, but that's not who I am. It's almost like how you end up wearing the clothes you wear, like this headband or this bam thing going on. I'm just like in between hair growth, so I don't really know which way I'm going. But in my mindset, there's a part of me that is not fixed on what I look like. And I'll give you guys an example of that. When I talk and I kind of coach. And when I say coaching, I think like life coaching is such a weird term because everybody uses it and everybody has their own kind of like tweak. And part of the things that I like to do with people is I just want to kind of know like where you're at, like what I think life is like a pinball game, like boom, we're shot out, and they're like boom. You bounce off of things until you start realizing who you are and what you like, what you don't like. I think parenting is such a tricky subject. I parent you guys. I parent adults. And I dig that. I've done it my whole life. Even as a young person, I was parenting adults. And it's funny because people say, Lisa, why don't you have kids? I'm like, I do. I have a room full. But no poopy diapers and no college fund. Yeah. So as I've parented, I understand that people are so different. We're so different. We get our edginess from a certain place. We get our sweetness from a certain place. We get our toughness from a certain place. So all of these aspects of our mindset are derived from where we come from and where we're going. And then we get to a certain place also where we start going, I want to make a change. I want to make a change in who I am. I want to make a change in where I'm at. And that's where I come in. And where I come in is to influence you guys. I think motivation is like kind of a trippy word, because motivation is very fleeting. I also think like when people do like vision boards, I'm like, I want to see your vision board. Only because I want to see like the things you like, and the things that like you almost keep inside and you reserve. You reserve these thoughts and you reserve this personality for like yourself, right? And then when you do these vision boards, you're like, whoa, I didn't know you liked that. I didn't know you liked that. I didn't know you liked that. So when I coach, I get a deeper understanding, and then I can go on full like chip away. That's my deal. I'm going to chip away at all your old attitudes, all your old preconceived, and say, open up, and show me who you really are. There are people on here that I absolutely 100%, I kind of like, I know your background and I know what you're about, and it intrigues me when I see one conversation, one strategy session, and you guys are like different people. You're different people. You like come alive. I want to give a quick shout out to my girl Brenda. I don't mean to call her out. I actually think she's going for a run right now before the workout. But we had a strategy session maybe a week or so ago, and I'm saying this like as a proud mama. A totally proud mama moment. Brenda, I have known, as a matter of fact, if you guys are on my Facebook page and you look at my main picture, I'm teaching an aero ropes class. I developed aero ropes. It's a patent pending program. It's a 5-pound rope. No more clumsy, big, ugly battle ropes. It's the small 5-pound rope. Brenda happens to be in blue sneakers. I'm looking at it right now. She's in the very middle of the picture. And Brenda probably weighed X amount of weight then, and subsequently she's gone through a lot. Like, life just came at her, kids and stress and relationships and a lot of other things. So I'm coaching her along. And one of the things that we've discovered was this passion that she has for the work that she does. Well, I got a beautiful message in my messenger right now, and it was, let me show you really quick. It's a document that says she's incorporated. So that was one of her homework assignments that I placed on her. And I said, listen, why are you not like crushing this and doing this? And part of that is just saying like, I'm just here to validate. I almost want to say, I might even be like a great personal trainer, and I don't even know if I really am. I don't even know if that I'm a great coach. I don't know that I'm really good at anything. I know what I'm good for myself. And so I just try to like put that on you guys. But I also know one thing: when you feel that someone cares and someone truly is watching you and benefiting, that's when the magic happens. This was not about, here, I'm going to give you all this money to go be happy. It doesn't work like that. Here, I'm going to wrap my arms around you and give you big hugs and let you know I love you. It doesn't work like that. The work comes from you. It comes from you. Happiness, or what we think is happiness, does not come from an external validation. The happiness comes from you doing the work on you. So she says, I'm officially a corporation. Her EIN is coming up next. And then she's going to jump and she's going to go for a run, which is also like, what? And she's going to run with her kids, which I love. She's up in New York. So we talked yesterday. We also had another strategy session. Guys, if you are not on my strategy sessions, I will send you a link. Just type in the comments below. I want you guys to use this live chat as a live chat. It's me and you. I think we're in like a 2-second delay, and that's it. Other than that, I'm right here with you guys. I want Coffee Talk to be, it is 9:09. I'm going to kind of shut this down right before 10 o'clock so you guys can go ahead and set up for your workouts. But I want you guys to give me the feedback. Again, she's up in New York. She's out for a run with her kids, which is just like, yes. That for me is a paycheck that you can't cash. You just can't get that. And here, let me give you this, like, you've done great work and now you've shared it with other people and they're benefiting from it. That's my parent moment. That's my coaching parent moment. Marie says happiness is fleeting. Gotta fill the tank every day. Here's yeah. And Marie, thank you for dropping comments. You guys that are on here, just throw your thoughts out there. It's not, nobody's judging. It's not a matter of like, is it a stupid comment or not? And sometimes you feel shy, like sharing with strangers. Imagine how I feel. I'm on Facebook Live and I can't see you. I'm on Facebook Live and I'm so totally raw. I have no makeup on. I got roots coming in. That's some bunch of gray hair. What happened? And you know, I'm looking at happiness in a different way. I'm looking at happiness as and I'll give you an example. Going through your day and like I'm just kidding. Simple example. You open your mail, right? And you're like, ugh. And then all of a sudden your mail, that letter, that bill turned into something like enormous. It turned into like this incredibly humongous, like the remember the movie with Sylvester Stallone, the Predator? Like, I don't know why that always comes to my mind. It got really big. Not only that, Predator, maybe I'm in the wrong movie, was like invisible. He had this like super crazy skill of like moving through the jungle and he didn't know where he was. Sometimes that's like, life's like that. Like shit's moving around you and it's like you can't see it and all of a sudden, oh, it's there. And you're like, ah. But it's an illusion. It's an illusion. If you really take the metaphor for what it is, it's an illusion. It's all an illusion. And I listen to people and they're like, sorry, no, I deal with depression. I think I hear that every day. I think everybody does. I don't think it's like exclusive to certain people. I think people that have depression on a daily don't even realize that everybody does. Predator was the shit. Yeah, right? With that mohawk thing. But depression is real. And it's not depression. It's a vibe. It's a mood. And the number one trick or hack is you got to move your body. Movement therapy. Get out. I actually worked with a therapist years ago. I would refer my clients to this person. And what I thought was quite interesting that she did was she never allowed the client, under certain circumstances, she never let the client go into the office and sit down. She was like, drop your purse, drop your shit, let's go outside. Leave the phone here and let's move, let's walk and talk. And I was like, that's so badass. When I was training for Ironman, I used to do that. I'd run high noon, training my body to absorb the sun and the heat and all of the elements, but I used to write my book. And I'd have full chapters written by the time I was done. And then I'd write it down. And that book is coming, by the way. Tomboy in a Tutu. Yeah. So you gotta move. You gotta move and get that stuff out of you. Sitting in a dark room also doesn't help depression, right? You're like, it festers. So if there are people out there that you know, it's not about going, hey man, stop being so depressed. Life is short. That's just shit. That's just crap. Shut your face. Say, hey man, I'm outside. Let's go for a walk. That's all you gotta do. Don't force people. Just get them to move, right? Truth movement. Yeah, absolutely. Guys, drop your comments down below. I'm here. Coffee Talk, it's 9:14. We've got a 10 o'clock workout. I'm just gonna share my 57 years on the planet with you and help whoever I can. Hopefully you guys are out there going, who is this crazy girl? I still refer to myself as a girl. Yeah, because I think age is a unbelievable illusion. When I see people around me that are my age and I look at their bodies and I think that, yes, life comes at all of us, but I think, like, what happened? You were like shredded. And it's a great example of why I hate certain Instagram accounts. because these people don't even realize it's your birthday. Yeah, baby, it's my birthday. Well, not really. It's always my birthday. Not hate. I hate when I feel that somebody's lying, and somebody's not telling the truth, and somebody's not showing reality. You have, and I'll give you a great example, and I won't say who it is, but I stumbled across an Instagram account the other day of a very, very high profile fitness person who, back in the day, I was like, thank you for the birthday wishes. It's a little late, but that's cool. I stumbled across this fitness person, high, not what I would say. There are a lot of celebrity fitness people out there that I think just suck. And they got on TV or a TV show, and I'm sure there are other fitness instructors that are out there like me that watch these fitness professionals on TV, and it's just cringy. It's just so like, I can't believe she just did that. She just took a person who's way overweight and making them do like bench dips. Like, what? Who does that? And isn't there like an advisory board on these TV shows? No? You just threw that out there. So now I have like zero respect. And this person's just totally loaded up like multi-millionaire, right? I'm like, what? Hang on. That ain't right. Yeah. So I found this fitness person on Instagram, stumbled onto the account, hadn't really looked at it in a long time, and I was shocked. I almost didn't recognize this person. And I was like, there you go. When the person's on the TV show, you see them and they're like ripped to shreds. And this body, you're like, oh wow, that's impressive. Like super impressive. And you know, they're going about, and then all of a sudden I see this, it's 5 years later, and the person is unrecognizable. Overweight, out of shape, like bloated, and I'm like, there you go. That's probably more like the real person than the person that was. I think if you look back, and I'm not comparing, I just want you guys to understand, like, some of these accounts that you look at and you're swiping and you're like, oh my God, they're so impressive. Like, oh, their bodies. I'm like, yeah, but did they have life? Did they have babies? Did they have bills? Did they have like injuries or, you know, life? That's what I want to see. I want to see the 57-year-old that's crushing it and their bodies are like rocking. You're like, wow. You know, kids and life and trauma and drama and, you know, divorces and all that. I love that. And then you see that person like, yeah, crush. Right? Not saying that there's nothing wrong with finding inspiration in bodies that you go, that it's like watching a Rocky movie, right? You watch Rocky and you're like, oh hell yeah, let's go for a run, right? You're like, where's the meat? Yeah. You throw your shoes on, you walk outside, and you're like, oh shit, it's a lot harder than it looks, huh? And then you're back on the couch. And then you watch another movie and you're like, let's go. Let's try it again. Right? But it's a combination of inspiration and motivation and intestinal fortitude. Like, what are you made of? What are you really made of? What's out there that who inspires you? Exercise requires mental toughness. Mindset reset, one of my biggest pillars, and it's evolving into a huge program. Once we get out of like this quarantine, and I'm not saying right away because I am of the belief, I believe in science, and I believe that there is a time for us to do what we're supposed to do, and not infecting other people and being irresponsible. So I'm in the fitness industry, and I'm like, why are the bars open and gyms are closed? Bars are open, super unhealthy, and gyms are closed. Yeah, but they're breathing on you. I'm like, bars are open, gyms are closed. Okay. How about just stay at home, work out with me, and go for a run? Not a bad idea, right? We need to be you. Too many people fall into the trap. I want to look like her. You will never look like her. You are you, and she is her. Dawn, thank you for that. And understanding, sorry, sinuses, you guys know. I don't know what is up here that's got me like super clogged up. So I want to go back to what I was saying about mindset reset, but more importantly, here's how we look at people. Okay, we have the amygdala, right, which is our reptilian brain. We come from reptiles, and we come from a long line of DNA that has evolved, right? Evolution. What we understand in our brain when people are walking down the street, for example, I teach karate, I teach self-defense, I teach mindset reset. Biggest pillars is how we respond to people. And one of the things that I teach in my self-defense class is, you ever walk down the street and like the skin will crawl on your back when you see someone walking towards you? Sorry guys, but it's usually you. Sorry guys, but it's usually a man that triggers this response, because the number one killer of women in the world are men. I know that sucks to hear, but it is the truth. So my moms of boys, hear me out. It's up to you to teach your boys and your little men to not be creeps. Don't be creepy. And here's a creepy factor. The creepy factor is this guy's walking down the street and your alarm goes off. And that alarm is real. It's not, we are designed to react to the alarm, right? Flight or fright. And what we do, you ever see a bird in the yard and you just like walk out, or a squirrel or an animal or anything that's out, and it sees you and then poof, it's out. Because that's real, that we have that same thing. But as humans, we're also taught to be nice. I'm not nice to anybody until I feel safe. So you're out on the street and your alarm bells go off. What do? Oh, hi. As little girls, that's what we're taught. So my guys, if you're on here and you're offended about this conversation, or if you feel intrigued by what I'm about to say, I want you to go ahead and pull in. So from a little girl's perspective, and this is where we get like a little social distancing as little girls, we're not told to put our radar up. We're told to put the radar down, right? We're told to be nice and kind and gentle and say hello. As a little girl, I wasn't designed that way. I realized I had to put when I felt those hairs go up or on my arm, there was a reason. And I would look people right in the eye like, are you trying to kill me or do you want to mate with me? And that's what our brain is signaling. Do you want to eat me or kill me or mate with me? That's pretty much how our reptilian brain works. Some of you right now are giggling and you're like, oh shit, that's real. But we don't think of it that way because we're never taught that way. We're like, be nice to everybody. No, you don't have to be nice to anybody. Just do you. Go about your day and stop messing with people and stop trying to be liked. I'm not saying walk down the street and be a jerk. I'm saying walk down the street, but in the back of your mind, guards up. Guards up. And we don't put enough guards up. We don't put enough guards up. Hearing it from the back. But Lisa, don't you want to be nice to everybody? No, you don't. You want to earn that. You want to earn that. I don't need 1 million people in my life trying to act like they like me, and then I gotta pull those knives out of my back. Anybody? Anybody drop a comment? Anybody drop a comment? Go ahead, it's fine. There's nothing worse than, got a bunch of friends and you're out, nice people. And then all of a sudden, you just know, you sense it. Boom, knife in your back. So we don't have to live where we're embracing everyone at all times. It's just not necessary, right? Be protective of your heart, be protective of your space, be protective of your surroundings, making sure that you are filled each and every day with positive, 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 not from anyone else, not from an external validation, not from your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your lovers, your aunts, your uncles, no one, not even me. Well, maybe me. But I want to give you this right now. Fill yourself up first. What's the airline policy? And I still have friends that say stewardess. How old are you? When was the last time you were on a plane? They say stewardess. I hate stuff like that. It's a flight attendant. It's a flight attendant. And they're not there to serve you drinks, by the way, you dumbass. They're there for your safety. That's my job. I'm here for your safety. As a personal trainer, I want to make sure that you're doing it right. We talked about yesterday, bicep curls. And you know what? I saw a couple of you doing it wrong. After I told you to do it right. Who do you put the mask on first? Yourself. I ain't saving anybody. Cleaned house in terms of friends. Yes! When I turned 50. I'm 53 now. Rock it, girl. Sorry, I don't put my glasses on. Hold on. Kind of rolled solo most of this time right now. Listen. What I'm about to say, I don't care if you like it or not. Sorry. I just don't. I stopped trying to make everybody happy years ago. And not that I lost people, but I stopped giving two shits what people thought about me. Because if someone has a negative thought about me, it's probably, one, they're jealous, they're insecure, they've got their own hang-ups, they have no intention of liking anybody, not just me. But if you just start not liking people, it's because you just don't like yourself. You really don't. Like, I love people. Like, I really clap back at people. I'll tell you another thing that I do, and I'm gonna go in on this like really hard right now. But I love people that are out there crushing. It just inspires me so much. And not crushing I have like friends that are like, I actually have friends that are overweight and they're like crushing like in their business, and I'm like, oh yeah, man, and I'm here for you to like, and they're like, yeah, Lisa, I want to hire you, I want to train with you, but I let them come at their own time. I let them come to me at their own time because working out is hard. It sucks. Don't think that I sit here every day and I'm like, woo! Well, I kind of am. I'm like that fraction of the percentage of people that are like, But I also have a little bit of that. I'm not ADD or any of that because I don't believe in any of that. I totally do not believe in it. I believe that there are conditions that need to be addressed, but I also think that, thank God, I wasn't diagnosed, but we played as kids, and I played a lot. And because I played a lot, it expended that energy. But it also set me up for my future, which was, if I move, I'm good. If I sit still, you ever have kids that are in school right now? Moms, pull the phone in close. Check this out. Those kids that can't sit still, can't take tests, they're not dumb. They're super smart because the brain is moving a lot faster, but the body is being held down in a chair. And we're like trying to control that energy and box it and tape it to a chair. That sucks. I loved school to a certain point, and then I hated it because I was learning shit I didn't like. No, you have to learn this. I don't want to learn it because I just like algebra. Like math is, I like money math. I like buy a house math. Or business math, but I like geometry. Like I don't, what? And try to shove that on your kids is like brutal. That's like child abuse. And then your grades go from A's to D's, and then the kid gets like a total complex. That's what happened to me. And I'm super smart only because I read and absorb the thing that I love. I'm not saying I'm super smart. I'm saying, like, I get it. I get a lot of things. But shoving things on your kids that don't belong, stop doing that. Stop doing that. But I learned, just like you, Marie, to ride alone. I started riding alone. I started cruising by myself. And I always did that as a kid. I was the oddball. I started karate when I was really little. Like little. I started at the YMCA. It was my after-school program. It saved me from the street. That's a whole different story. But I found my family. I found other people that were just like me. And we were just the biggest oddball group. I mean oddball. But because we were all oddballs, we loved each other. We are still friends to this day. There's a whole group of us that grew up in the YMCA, and we're still friends. My buddy Carlito, that will come on here probably at 10. I was the camp counselor. These are my kids. These are my friends. Because of that, being an oddball actually made me feel safe and feel confident not running with the cool kids. The cool kids. Remember those cool kids? Okay, yeah. Guys, remember that, like, I remember there was like two girls in high school. High school was just so weird for me. I didn't get it. I totally didn't get high school. It was just a weird, bizarre place and time and people, and there were so many kids, and I don't even think I learned anything because I was just so confused of what was up. Like, the classes were packed and the teachers were weird, and just everything was just bizarre. The only thing I got out of high school was I swam, I played water polo, I was a diver, yeah. And I couldn't wait to get out of school. But I learned to separate myself, and I saw those like cool kids, and here's the two girls. Remember? Ready? I know we all have the same two people. She was blonde, cheerleader, amazing body. Like, I didn't understand like fitness or anything. Like, I just started, like, I'd been doing karate, but the fitness world was so, dude, we were still like Jack LaLanne and Jane Fonda, like super Jane Fonda, right? And I would look at these girls, and then the other one was like, she was kind of like the bad girl, but she was also really beautiful with this body and the clothes, and they all had cars, and, you know, their parents had given them cars for their 16th birthday, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. and they were, the smartest and the brightest and the coolest and the hippest and the clothes. And then there was like the equivalent guy who was like the football player, jock, good looking, car, the whole thing. And then the bad boy also, who was like, so it was like that and that. I have those same people that are on my Facebook right now that are unrecognizable. Overweight, out of shape. I'm talking not just overweight, because I'm very specific about certain body types, but a person that was probably, let's say, 120 pounds in high school is 350 now. Unrecognizable. So you never know. And as a kid, we don't know. And we sacrifice like our lives and say, oh my God, I'm the nerd. No one's going to like me. And then we blossom out. Look at me now. Look at me now. I still don't care. I still have a great attitude and a good level of confidence. It's not like I don't care. It's like I'm not sitting around worried about what other people think. I'm not valuing my content based on what people are perceiving me as. So here's a little perception nugget, right? When you look in a mirror, as you look into a mirror, I think we see a one-dimensional front. We don't see ourselves from the side. We don't see ourselves from the back. We don't see ourselves in terms of a whole body. A lot of us look at certain things that don't exist to other people. If I look at myself in the mirror, well, I'm looking at myself in the camera, and I'm not really I'm looking at the comments. I don't dwell on what I would feel are my flaws. There are lines in my face. There's sun damage. There's puffiness in my eyes. I know I'm congested, so I sound like nasally. My roots are coming out. What else? Whatever. Those are the things that I may perceive in the mirror. Now, when I go out into public, and I know that people are watching not what I look like, but they are watching what I present. And that's what I want you guys to start thinking about. It's not what you look like or what you're wearing. It's how authentic are you? Authenticity is, what a value. And you know it, and you see it. And that's where I want you guys to recognize in yourself and in valuing other people. Is this person authentic? Is this person like for real? Is this like, what are they projecting? I hope that I project a long career of fitness and health. I have been walking the walk my entire life. Like I said, I started karate when I was really little. I still train to this day. I love the art of karate, which is, not just the punching, but it's the perfection of form. And being able to, at this age, I got a lot of comments. I got a lot of private comments, just so you know, I'm not sure how to handle this. It kind of ruminates. It sits inside of me, and I think, how do I attack this without being a dick? So, people that come onto my channel and they're watching me, and they're going, can you tell us how to modify all of your exercises so that we can do them? And I want to address that in a way of like saying, I can't just, you can buy a session and I will train you one-on-one and go through all the modifications of what I do. I don't want to spend a lot of time doing modifications because a lot of people that are on here, you've been either taking my class or if you just follow along and try to figure it out on your own, say, hey, I got a lower back issue, so I'm not going to do that like that. I'm going to do it like that. I've got knee issues, so I'm not going to do squats like that. I'm going to do it like that. Or my neck bothers me. And I'll tell you from just my body, herniations in my neck, severe carpal tunnel. The doctor said he had never seen carpal tunnel as bad as mine, so I'm going to go have surgery. I have a slap tear on my shoulder. If you guys know anything about a slap tear, it will not repair itself. I have to have surgery on it. I have herniations in my back, L4 or L5. As humans, we are not evolved quite yet to the point of getting rid of the L4, L5. And I don't have knee issues, thank God. I've been squatting and squatting heavy my entire life. But there are days I wake up and I'm a little like, eh. But I continue. And I continue to move to the point where I feel the age is not defining me. Age is not defining me. It's just an illusion. It's still my body. I am my body. I am not my age. I am my body. So what does my body allow me to do? Whatever it is. We've got a great workout today. We got some cardio. We're going to do monkeys. We're going to do punches today. We're going to do hot coals and butt kicks. So what do? I just keep moving until I can't move anymore. And hopefully that day never comes. I'm not thinking like, oh, in the future, I think when I get to a certain age, I'm just going to stop doing all these things. So, oh, Lisa, you shouldn't run. I got a comment from somebody that I know really well, and it was innocent enough. And I know where it's coming from also. The comment was, you shouldn't run because it sags your skin and you're going to get sun damage and it's not good for you, your knees, which I love. That's my favorite comment ever. And I just wanted to reach in the phone and grab this person and go, you're such an idiot. Like, if you don't like to run, don't run. If you feel that those are the things that are in your head, then don't do it. But don't bash other people that want to run. I love to run. And if this is sagging skin from, I've been running since I'm 33. I didn't run until I was 33. I did like cross country and played sports, but I didn't run until I was 33. And I taught myself how to run. And then what did I do? I started adventure racing. And then from adventure racing, I had a really terrible crash on my mountain bike. And I was like, ooh, that's not going to be good long term. That was the first time I said to myself, oh, if I continue this mountain biking thing, I'm going to break something and I'm going to be out for some stupid reason. So I went into Ironman racing and I do 2 Ironman races. High noon training. Some of you on here know me. I'm training at high noon so I can teach my body how to run in the sun. And I didn't drink for 3 hours. So I taught my body. I became like a camel. I'm not suggesting you guys do that. But it was how I learned how to run. And I loved it. I loved every minute of it. And I'm starting to run again. I'm almost starting from scratch. My body doesn't like it. My feet aren't in shape. My legs, I feel heavy. I'm actually super heavy right now for running. I need to lose 10 pounds. And what that means to me is not lose 10 pounds. It's like baggage. Like I'm overweight, right? Overweight for running. So when I trim down body weight, I'm more efficient. But what I love right now about me is I'm in quarantine. I'm working out with you guys every day, which we're going to do in about 15 minutes. And I'm going for a different body movement. I'm not trying to be a marathon runner because I don't have a marathon to run. I'm not there yet. Nobody's racing. All the races are postponed. Ironman is normally in November. It's being postponed to February, I think. So it's about adaptation. It's about adaptation. If you want to run a marathon, you don't go to the gym and lift heavy weights. You run. If you want to gain muscle, you go to the gym and you lift heavy weights. If you want to get strong, you start training to be strong. Lori, you helped me out so much when I hurt my back with modifications. Yeah, absolutely. And I remember that. And I remember working with Lori, who's right on here, right here. She said, I have this issue. And it was just simply saying, okay, so we're going to pull back on this, this, and this, and make you bulletproof. If you shy away from the things that you're supposed to do to get stronger, that's when I think you age. That's to me where I find a lot of students will go, oh, I don't do that anymore because it hurts. How many Olympic gold medalists do you know that are out there right now that are injured in some way going, I'm not going to do that anymore because it hurts? Mindset. Mindset reset, guys. Mindset reset. If I've helped you in any way, please drop a comment on me. I want you guys to be more productive. I want you to keep your brain sharp. A lot of the stuff that I'm throwing down on you with Coffee Talk, today's day one. Sorry, day one. I want you guys to feel free to interact with me. Send me comments. It's me live. It's not interactive. I think I'll be able to bring you guys on. I have to test that. I've never done it before. But I'm going to ask you guys if you want to be pulled into the show, and then we can interact. But I want to know what your comments are, what your questions are, what is it that I can help you with? What is it that I can help you with strength or range of motion or anxiety or depression or your immune system or staying fit, staying strong, staying healthy? What's your carrot is a big part of what I do. I love, 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 love. Oh, Don, you're super welcome. Again, if any of this, I'm going to talk carrot. I'm squirreling a second. Sorry. I want to give a big shout out to the people that have financially supported me to this point. And there are a lot of you out there that are so incredibly generous. It's mind-blowing. There are people on here that I don't even know you. Like I've never even met you, but I feel like I know you, that have donated PayPal and Venmo, that I get this little ping and I'm like, whoa, I'm shocked. I am completely shocked. And I want to show you guys something also. I want you guys to understand that when you share and you support, I work for free. And this is like the only way I can feel I validate myself is by helping you guys. When you guys support me, I'm blown away. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, yes, I want you guys to go out there and help each other. If you've got a friend that has a business right now that's trying to get going or trying to survive, even a $5 donation, it may not even pay a bill, but it gives incentive to keep going. So let's help support each other. If you guys have a business that you want to promote, drop me a website or a link or a comment below that I can help you guys out with. That's how we're all going to grow as a business. That's how we're all going to grow and survive and thrive. Again, a big shout out to my girl Brenda that I encouraged her to get her business going. That's a carrot. That's the carrot that we all need. I believe that if we have things to look forward to, if we have things that are ahead of us, that we have, maybe it's a race, maybe it's a weight loss challenge, maybe it's, I don't know, whatever that goal is for you guys. Think about what inspires you. Think about what gets you guys out of bed in the morning and inspires you to do what you do. Is it K, Marsha? Is it K AEDO. What is that for? Tell me. Give me a little description, what we're supporting and why, and let's kind of promote each other. Guys, you have businesses that you need support with, drop that down below. I'm here to help you guys out. Just tell me what it is so I have an idea. I'm an amazing human? I don't know about that. I've gotten better as I've gotten older, and this is like some of the best times of my life. Some of the best times of my life right now are being able to help you guys. Able to help you guys. I drop a link below. I've got a full day today. I've got strategy sessions signed up from 11 o'clock till 5 o'clock tonight, back to back to back to back to back. And I'm so excited. I have people in here in my group that are losing weight, getting in shape. I got a big, big, big shout out from my girl Guzal. Moms with babies. I love moms with babies. It should totally be a thing. I used to be Hot Moms Club. Now it's Hot Moms with Babies, and we love that. She's lost a bunch of weight. I think 12 pounds or so. She gave me like some befores. She sent me a video yesterday that just like tears were just pouring out of my face. I just couldn't help it. And she's got her little baby. She's so adorable. I think she's 2 or 3. But she's coming out of a, relationship and building her business and doing amazing things, and she lost weight, and she showed me in her like hot, sexy red dress, and she looks amazing, super amazing. So keep bringing that, guys. Keep bringing that. Tanya's in the house. Again, one more time. I'm going to wrap this up before we get ready to get our workout on. It is 9:51. I want to encourage you guys to drop me some comments. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me what you're going through. How can I help you? We can private message that. I can also drop down Calendly, which is my scheduler. You guys can pick a time. Till the end of the month, I'm running the $27 special. We have big programs that are coming on. Mindset Reset Academy. We're going to get you guys like totally like, get your head screwed on right. Get ready for what's about to come. Let's set some goals. Let's have a little bit of accountability. Let's get into your head and get out the negative thoughts and put all that positive energy, all about moving. Anybody want to ask me anything? I'm going to stay on here for another 3-4 minutes. You want to drop me a comment below? Oh, shut up. Marie, I love coffee talk. Me too. I had coffee, but I'm going for my Bia right now. You guys haven't gotten on Bia yet. Again, Brenda, I don't know if Brenda's on here yet or not. Brenda left me a really beautiful, I guess like a testimonial. I kept talking about the Bia, and I said, listen, sorry. The pollen here is way out of control. It is like layers of it. So I wake up in a pool. But she was a big, like a huge Red Bull drinker. And she said her kids were on the Red Bull. It was like insane, because Red Bull's just like so garbage. As a matter of fact, they banned Red Bull in Europe because of the quality of, it's just crap. It's just garbage. And she was nervous because she has like a little bit of an addiction to this. And I said, listen, the best thing about it is full of vegetables and vitamins and nutrients. It's a superfood. And it's got 125 grams of natural caffeine. So she got on it yesterday and just blew her away. She's like, oh my God, guys, you need to check this out. It's full of, I'm like, I'm cracking up laughing. It was so funny. Cheryl, thanks for the workout. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, the Red Bull's bad. And, some people will say, well, caffeine's bad, Lisa. I'm like, yeah, whatever. That's your trip. That's fine. But Bia, not beer. I don't drink. It's Bia. All right, guys, so it is 9:54. I'm going to jump off here. Nobody's got any questions for me, so we are going to be here 9 o'clock every day, coffee talk. Any questions that you guys want to go over, feel free, jump on, ask me anything. I don't really care. We'll get through that. Yeah, I'd love to be, this is a magic stuff right here. We're going to be on here again every day, 9 o'clock. If you found any value in any of the content, drop me a comment below, like, share, comment, PayPal, Venmo. I love you guys for that. We are going to get our workout. I'm going to shut down. I'm going to restart for our 10 o'clock workout. So guys, go ahead and start warming up right now. And I will see you guys in 5,